Right, so Freeman, could you tell me a little bit about yourself, please, just in case anyone in the
Anyone new?
doesn't know?
Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, so my gaming, I guess my gamer tag is Freeman, but my name is Freeman, and I'm Excel's Fortnite manager. And I have been for. It's actually coming. I've just gone past my 2 month anniversary. There you go. So
That's cool.
yeah, that's my line of work in esports.
Yeah. How did you find yourself to get in your line of esports and where you are now today?
So if we're going from the start, so I basically just started with like content creation around Fortnite. So yeah, at the start it was just no, at the very start actually it was just Instagram. So I literally I got my PC, I got a pre-build of Nova Tech, didn't really know what I was doing,
Yeah.
and just started like grinding the game, basically just trying to get to like a decent level, because that's what was really like, that was a big motivator for me at the beginning, just being good enough to compete with decent players, whether that was like in creative or in arena or anything like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, grinding, got some clips. I was like, right, let's start posting it somewhere. So it was Instagram at the start, just posting like daily clips and whatnot, and I was just trying to grow like a little micro audience there.
Yeah.
And then that moved from that, I got more into YouTube. So it's kind of like VOD review stuff, like breaking down footage.
Yeah.
Dived a little bit into TikTok as well, just making like quick, easy content.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then
TikTok's great for growing.
oh yeah, yeah, it's fantastic. And then pardon?
Probably the best platform to grow. Like
Oh,
TikTok.
Oh yeah. Like just the amount of people that can see your stuff is insane. So it was a good platform to be on. And then I started doing freelance content creation for Excel. So I was doing somewhat like similar style YouTube videos that I was doing before. But then I was doing it on their channels and obviously like structuring it towards Excel.
Yeah.
And then I guess just for me, like working more and more with them around that, and them getting to know me, probably to them seemed like a good idea to bring me on this in a management role. So that's like a bog standard route, really, that I've taken into esports.
What do you find so interesting about being in the management like sector and stuff like that?
So interesting, but
And like, why do you feel like that it brings you to do it, if that makes sense? Like,
yeah, I guess just being able to, I guess like a mentor almost is quite a cool role of it.
for sure.
Being able to like, I don't know, just I guess just seeing like what's going. I had no idea how much would go behind like the scenes.
Yeah.
I really didn't know what to expect. Too much before I started the job. So being able to see like what everyone does and how much effort goes into like what may seem like small to other people, but like seeing the effort and seeing how well everyone works together was really cool. So yeah, I guess the behind the scenes thing is really cool, and obviously being directly involved with professional players is also cool. I can learn multiple things through that. So yeah, I think there's quite an array of stuff that was really nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and that leads on to my next question. Actually, I was about to say, how does it feel to like interact and to socialize and to help like big influencers and stuff like that?
It's cool. I feel like the main thing for me, and it's not even just through this role, but just generally, like I guess you could say like in life, like this, they're just people, but they're like high performance people. They've reached a certain level that a lot of people might not reach. So it's just like normal interactions. They're huge. I mean, they're human beings.
Yeah,
They're
sure.
doing really well at one thing. So yeah, it's not too much from me just talking to someone in our partnerships team compared to talking to them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and how are they like as people though? Like you said, are they just generally just like normal humans, or like do they just trying to ego you at any point? Like, are they?
Well, how are they?
Yeah, like for instance, like
Great
Wolfiez,
guys.
Verox and stuff.
Great guys. Yeah, great guys. Deal with the stuff that they have to deal with brilliantly.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not always sunshine and rainbows being like a professional in esports or sports. So yeah, fun, just really good people,
Yeah.
easy to work with. Like no complaints from me.
That's cool. That's sick.
Yeah.
I was gonna say as well. And how do you find managing Excel? Like, is it like organization? Is it hard? Is it easy? Like, how do you
Working in at Excel. It's cool, mate. It's really cool. Obviously, it was quite a jump from me. Like, for me, sorry, going from like being like just doing like content creation, not making any money off it really, apart from the freelance role that I had, and going from that into management. So yeah, I guess it's just working, and it's been really cool. We've got a new office that we're moving into tomorrow, actually, properly. So. Yeah, so that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Being able to be more productive, I guess, and be involved with everyone on a day-to-day basis, which would be nice, because obviously I feel like people have enjoyed working from home, but obviously there's benefits and negatives to it, and I think a good thing about us being able to work in an office together will be like, I think productivity will rise, accountability will rise. It should just make like a better work environment.
Yeah, definitely, for sure, bro. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Jens, would you like ask any questions?
Yeah, actually, so like you're a Fortnite manager, right? But like, what do you actually kind of do? Like, what kind of things?
So like day to day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of different. So some days can be so like we've been doing like a lot of content, and just because of my background with content creation and being in front of a camera, and it being Fortnite content that we're doing, I'll be doing like some sort of hosting things in that from time to time. So that might be that, if we do a vlog, I'm a part of that. Not be the main focus, but to help it go along. Obviously within any professional esport organization, there'll be a lot of different sectors in it. So obviously, in Excel, we'll have like partnership team who obviously manage like partners who come and sponsor our players or sponsor our teams. We have the content team. We have marketing, creative. So there's a lot of people that you need to be in contact with daily to make sure things are running smoothly.
Yeah.
Because I'm basically like the funnel for Excel through to Fortnite. So anything that is like Fortnite related will come to me. We'll talk about it. Like if it's a proposal, I'll say it's a good idea, a bad idea. I'll be the one to tell Jacob and Jaden about it and get their points of view and get it organized. So it's different. I think especially at the moment maybe a bit quieter because obviously we're waiting for the new season to drop and for competition to come back. So each day is different. Got to be sometimes creative with what you're doing. Like what I guess the main question that I ask myself is, what can I do that's going to help Excel further into Fortnite, and how can I help the boys today, like anything like that.
Yeah.
So when did Axel actually go into Fortnite? Like,
when did it go? Bit of trivia there. I think it would have been just after the World Cup, around that time, I'm pretty sure, because that's when they signed Jaden. So should we say like a year and a bit, maybe coming up 2 years potentially. So I guess in the timeline of the esports that they're in, maybe it's been like a short amount of time.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jaden was them entering into esports, you could say.
Yeah. What's your opinion on like the Fortnite community? Do you play Fortnite yourself? Or?
Yeah, I do. So I've moved, and my internet connection isn't great, as you guys would have known. So I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like last night I wanted to play, but I came on and have like a power line adapter, and it just said that it wasn't connected, so I just couldn't play. I do like to play. I don't grind it. Like if I come on, I'll like hop onto creative and just like chill out. Just make sure that my mechanics aren't trash.
Yeah.
What was the second? What else did you ask there?
And what do you feel about like the Fortnite community? Like, do you
Like community.
do you like it, or do you think it's toxic?
I
or
do.
How do you feel about it?
I think it was probably more toxic at the start. So like when we all first started playing, because maybe like the pro players at that time were a bit younger, but I feel like everyone's kind of obviously grown up
Yeah.
naturally, have naturally become more mature.
Yeah.
And I feel like the community has followed through with that as well. I'd like to say I feel like it was way more toxic
For sure.
back in the day. But I try to make sure that my timeline's just like positive, so I don't really see too much of the bad stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Can be weird sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, for sure.
Pardon?
Like.
So it can be toxic.
He says it can be very weird and toxic.
Yeah, it can be very toxic. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I feel like with anything that's competitive, I guess it depends, like, right? So like I remember like, one thing noticeable for me was like Discord messages. If you're like playing against someone like 1v1, that was always like the toxic battleground back in the day for me. Because you'd beat. Go on.
Oh, wait, sometimes I get like for people because like, if I kill them like in game, they're just like so toxic, just like.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, and yeah, you'll be beating someone in a 1v1 that you've organised through like Turtle Gang or something like that, and then they're just hurling insults at you. But I always just used to say like GG or just like just something nice back to them, and they'd normally say like apologise almost, which is always funny. But yeah, I feel like just like any esport or any sport or anything like that, I feel like the community has its downsides and has its positives as well.
Yeah.
So do you have like a dream organization you want to be in, like manage, or?
Pardon?
Do you have like a dream organization you want to be in, like an organization you want to work with?
Excel, mate. I'm here.
I was gonna say, do you want to be
Excel?
a dream org.
Yeah.
Not. I wouldn't say like I didn't have anyone in mind. Like for me, like coming to Excel was just like you could say like a natural progression. It was a natural progression that I wanted to happen at that time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm super happy. I'm super happy where I am. There's obviously lots of things that are good. A lot of things to improve, and I feel like that'll be like the same at any like organization. Yeah. But I think anywhere you can work in like the sector that you want to and be around like-minded individuals is a perfect place for me.
Yeah. So like as in a whole, are you happy in Excel?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, sick. It's like cool. What London based. I used to live down south, so I've been able to move up into London, which has been really cool. So location is sick.
Yeah.
Like I said, the people are sick. The direction that they want to go into is sick. So yeah, like there's like no complaints from me at all.
Okay.
That's cool.
Nice.
What else was I gonna ask? I had something on my head and I can't even think what it was. Shit.
I remember.
It just went blank.
How long have you two been in? I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Vervana?
Yeah, I've been in nearly a month, mate. I've been in 3 weeks.
Nice.
I think I've been in, I don't know, like 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've been in a bit longer, haven't you, Jens?
Yeah, like 4 or 3 months. Something like that.
Like content.
Yeah, content creator, streamer.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So do you know like how you said that you started off as being like a content creator? Did you ever? Is that what you wanted to be? Like, it's like in the future, like sort of thing, or?
Oh right, okay, yeah.
Like, did it not work out, and is that why you went into management, or did you just feel like management was the better option?
So at the start, I kind of went through phases. So like I said, at the start, it was like, yeah, I'm gonna be like a pro player. I'm gonna be like sick at the game, see how good I can get.
Yeah.
Then it became actually I quite enjoy doing content, doing educational content.
Yeah.
I'd coached football for 3 or 4 years before that. I got like a bit of a like performance background, so it was like a natural progression at that time for me to move into teaching people maybe how to break down footage or how to play Fortnite better.
Yeah.
And I think at the time when I got offered this job, again, it just felt like a natural progression. I'd used my platform to you know, gain, I don't know, eyes on me, to people to see what I'm doing. And then when I was asking them about being a manager, it was like they're looking at me and thinking, right, he knows the Fortnite scene well. He's done content. He's done this. He's maybe used his own initiative to get to this position. So yeah, I think each time's just been like a natural progression. And I guess like my socials are doing okay at that point. YouTube was a little bit dry. TikTok was okay. I think I'm on 16 or 17k on there. But like I said, it's quite a bit easier to grow on TikTok, especially if you at the start. Because I started a year ago actually.
Yeah.
Instagram's okay. Wasn't a job by any means, but it was something that helped me grow and get to a point where I can go into something different in esports, which was management at the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely like a good natural progression, which is always nice.
For sure, definitely. I was gonna say as well, in the future, can you ever see yourself going back into content creation or making like more videos and stuff like more often? Like that?
Not as of now. So probably not YouTube. I don't think.
You just see
I guess
yourself focusing more on like management.
Yeah, this seems like, because like I don't know, maybe in like 3, 2, 3, 4 years.
Yeah.
I'll be looking for the next progression. You know, it might be like a higher role.
Yeah.
At Axel, it might be content. I have no idea, but yeah, I don't think I'll be getting back into YouTube. Maybe TikTok, because I still consume YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Maybe not like educational Fortnite ones, which I was before.
Yeah.
It might be something completely different. I might just, like try and do like vloggy stuff, or show them what my day looks like at an Excel office. So yeah, but I kind of like, if I've always been like, if I want to do something, then I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
Obviously with in mind of the repercussions of that, but I wanted to start doing Fortnite YouTube videos. I just started it, if posting TikTok, do it. Like, if I want to start doing vlog stuff, then I'll make the effort to do that as well. But as long as I'm happy, that's just the main thing.
Yeah. Definitely, bro. I was gonna say, I don't know if I've asked you this as well, but what inspired you to become a manager? I'm not sure if I've asked this.
Kinda, no, you haven't, but it kind of ties somewhat into what I've said. So it was kind of just like, I saw an opportunity.
Yeah. And
I knew my skill set, and they knew me well. So it was just a matter of proposing the idea, and I guess just being like confident in myself, because it's like, realistically, it's quite a niche market, right?
Yeah.
So there's not like thousands of Fortnite managers roaming around. It's quite niche. So I knew that I knew I could just offer a lot in that space, and obviously they thought the same. So it was kind of just a case of that.
Definitely, yeah, that's sick. What do you do on a daily basis? Do you play Fortnite much often, or do you are you just mainly working along Excel? Are you constantly?
So like a day. So it's normally it's flexible, but you kind of want to start when everyone else is starting, and you kind of want to be there when everyone else is finishing. Because if I just said, oh yeah, I'm gonna work like 6 till 12 p.m. at night, it's just not going to be helpful for anyone. So we've had some days where we've done like a mini boot camp. So it's just maybe like organizing that, make sure everything's set. We had some new PCs, so I was like making sure that they were optimized and ready to go. So it's a lot of like picky things.
Yeah.
Don't see much, but then like obviously like over a day, like builds up quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think scouting as well. So like just keeping an eye out on any players that are coming up and could be of interest in the future. Yeah. It's like a general, like I said, just general mix of things, and just making sure that I'm super up to date with what's happening in Fortnite, because I'm a Fortnite manager. If they come and ask me a question and I don't know it for whatever reason, especially for like a simple one, and questions will be asked. So
Yeah.
it's always nice just to make sure that I know what's like going on in the community and
Yeah,
competitive
for sure.
wise.
So like you gotta keep yourself like researching and stuff like that to make sure that
Yeah, mate.
keep
Yeah,
yourself
yeah.
up to date.
Just and I can't even because my Twitter is Fortnite, so even when I'm not working, I'm kind of just like going through and seeing what's happening because it just makes my life easier if I'm doing that.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, a question: do you have like any advice for other smaller like Fortnite managers that like started?
As a smaller manager,
Yeah.
what would we say? So I guess key thing would be networking, and
Yeah.
I use this when I was in content. I think networking, if we're just gonna like narrow it down to like an esports space, is super important. Doesn't really matter what role you're doing. The more people you know and the more people that know your name and what you can do, the easier your life is gonna be when you're looking for work and looking to get into the space. So I think make sure you're networking. Don't over network as well. So if someone gives you a good answer, if you're, I don't know, doing like Twitter DMs for example, if someone gives you good answer and they say, look, that there might be a job role in the future, there might be something else popping up here and there. Maybe don't hammer the DMs, like I said, don't over network, don't hammer it. Come back in a month or so, just say, oh, what's going on now? Has anything changed? So I think networking as a whole is good, and yeah, I guess a lot of that would cover that because that would be like messaging players as well, like maybe trying to represent some people, get your name out there because I notice a lot of people with good Twitter following. That's a really good networking platform along with LinkedIn as well.
I feel like Twitter is kind of pretty important.
Oh yeah, I feel like you definitely need Twitter. I feel like Twitter's
like if you don't have Twitter, then I don't know.
Yeah, I've kind of almost focused more on that now. I've realised like there'd be no point in me pouring effort into. There could be, but for what I'm trying to do now, there'd be no point in me pouring effort into into YouTube. Sorry, and that's like Instagram when Twitter's like brilliant for networking and talking to people because that's what I need to do. My job role is going to be based around knowing a lot of people and knowing what's happening in a certain space, and you can do that on other platforms, but when we're tying networking into that as well, Twitter's perfect. And I was going to say LinkedIn as well. Smash out LinkedIn, especially for, I don't know, even if you're not a Fortnite manager, if you're like an editor and you want to edit for a team, that I guess these guys are always looking, like to send DMs to people, find people's emails, just be proactive. I think it's always a good thing.
I think that's the main thing for everything, isn't it though? Just trying like to push yourself out there and try and like sort of get the eyes on you. It's always
100%. It's just like natural steps. So one thing I did at the beginning, and I still got ties to them now. But I was just LinkedIn. I would even just like Google like esports teams, like emails, like stuff like that. And I got in contact with some people at British Esports. And just through like some messages back and forth, I was at like a game advisor for them. So like when people now go, or before even would go on their website and they looked at Fortnite, I would be there. So that was like a good way of how I networked and
for sure.
just push myself a little bit forward. It's even just like having that in your bio just makes a difference.
Definitely.
Could be the difference with someone following you or not. And I did the exact same thing with Axel. That was through LinkedIn. That was just through me networking. I had 100 other people that said no, but you only need one person, one or two people to take interest, and the rest is history, right?
To give you that opportunity, and then boom.
Yeah, 100%. Like, don't worry about the rejections. Like, doesn't feel nice, but after 50 or 60 or 70, you kind of get used to it, and then like I said, you're just waiting for one person to give you a chance and to take you on board, I guess.
I was gonna say as well, does it ever get like to the point where some days you just think like you get too like exhausted and you just think like what's the point, you just can't be bothered to do what you do anymore? Like, or do you like watch like
is this for me back when I was like content, like networking?
It could be for then or for now, whenever you feel like, or like what keeps you going, like what's your strive?
It's easier for me to be motivated now because I guess because of my position and where I've got to. Because now there's like a really clear path for me to go down, which is cool.
Yeah.
But before, yeah, definitely I'd have days where I just couldn't be asked,
Yeah.
and I just wouldn't do it. I think some things to combat that is like educating yourself properly. So
Yeah.
I've read a lot of books and a lot of podcasts around like combating that and being a productive person and putting in hard work. So after a while, like I don't know, you get a bad rejection before like educating yourself and whatnot. It might affect you for like 2 or 3 days, but then after you have that confidence and after you know that it's gonna be fine, you just can just keep moving on.
Yeah.
You bounce back quicker. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, I guess like around that, like just educating yourself and make sure you're in a good mental state to deal with anything like that.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I feel like for me, whenever I get like down or anything like that, I feel like when I work and keep my mind going, that's what gets us back up. Just because like I'm keep myself going by keeping my mind.
Keep yourself busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. Like and everyone literally starts from the same point. Everyone like starts on 0 followers and
Yeah.
0 people knowing who you are. It's just I think you got to have that realization. It's like, yeah, I might have to do this graft for a good 1 year, 2 year, 3 year before anything actually happens.
Yeah.
Just put in the effort. And I think as soon as you have that like realization that yeah, it's gonna take some time, it's much easier to deal with because then you're not expecting your videos to blow up.
Yeah.
You understand that your videos are getting 10 views for a reason because you're not supposed to blow up yet.
Yeah.
So it's going to take time.
Definitely. Was like I'd ask anything, Jens?
Yeah, how do you feel about other Fortnite organizations, like opinions on other Fortnite organizations?
Which ones?
Yeah, like...
Just, do you mean the organizations as a whole?
Like rivals or like stuff like that, like has Axel
like
got any
EP,
rivals?
like BL, those organizations kind of.
Yeah, smashing it, really. Like, I guess like BL, sick. I haven't got any bad blood or bad thoughts about any other organizations. I feel like everyone's trying to do like the same thing, aren't they? They're trying to be successful in the Fortnite. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, like anyone that's putting in work towards something and trying the hardest and doing well off that, you can only have respect, I guess. Like obviously it's different. Like if it's in comp and I don't know, your guys are conning their guys at wherever at Steamy or something, then there's like a competitive sense to it. Yeah. But as like an organization and from like manager to owner or to managers, it's no bad blood whatsoever.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say though, do you have any rivals, or like do you not?
It's London-based ones, really.
I was gonna say, I do not get on with anyone in the community or anything like that. Like
me personally, or
you personally, or like
no, not really. I don't. Yeah, I could never. If some like I said earlier, if someone's been like negative on my timeline or giving me like crap over something, then I will just block them and forget who they are.
You seem like too much of a chill guy to just take shit. Like you just seem like straight over your head and you're just like fuck it.
Like someone, I'd never start anything. Like, do you know what I mean? Like I'm 20, just turned 24. I haven't got time to be beefing people on my Twitter timeline. There's more important things to put your energy towards. Like if you're getting into Twitter arguments or
most of the people they're like around the age of 16.
Yeah,
not a lot younger.
And I can't lie. Like if I was younger and I was doing what like in the similar space I am now and on Twitter, I probably would be like a bit annoying and doing things like that. Yeah. But I think because I'm a bit older now and I understand that I'm quite more mature. I guess I can't understand that. Yeah, that's just not. I can't be arguing with like 15-year-olds on my timeline. It's not a good look.
Definitely.
So it won't go down well.
Oh yeah, for sure. What sort of videos do you actually watch and stuff like on YouTube when you're just vibing?
Do
you watch
I watch like what do I watch? Sometimes, yeah. I spend more time. I'll check out some videos during the day at
Yeah.
work if it's like Fortnite people
Yeah.
that maybe I'm like interested in, or if it's like catching up on FNCS performances, I'll have a look at that. But casual videos, I don't know. It can bounce between a lot of things. Do you know when you're just getting like a YouTube hole? You
Yeah.
don't really know like how you've got to a certain video.
And you just literally
It's
just
like,
watch
yeah.
anything,
Oh,
and it
yeah.
just,
What?
just literally
Yeah,
every
like,
video that starts going on.
what am I? What am I doing with life, kind of thing. So I have some of those like late at night. It's like, yeah, just gone into a weird place now. But I guess some like comedy ones, just like, yeah, I don't really know, really, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I like my anime, so I watch that quite a bit on Prime or Crunchyroll, anything like that. But yeah, by the time I've like finished everything that I need to do, and like gone gym and dinner, everything, it's quite late, so I'm just chilling. I'll read sometimes as well.
That's cool. What kind of books do you find like that you enjoy? Like, I don't even know what they're called. Like for book wise, like, is it like genres?
Fiction, non-fiction. Yeah, I like self-help books. I've liked those for like quite a while. So I don't know like, what ones about like discipline, like hard work and stuff like that. Because that's what I was trying to. I had that before I started doing Fortnite and content, but I knew I was going to need a lot more of it if I was want to like do something quickly and do well at it. So just general like self-help, like how to be like better at things I've always enjoyed, and podcasts as well I guess will be tied into that. I'll do
ask that as well about YouTube. I was gonna say, so what sort of like podcasts as well do you like watching? Like any big ones, or do you watch like underdog people or any?
So I do Joe Rogan. I do a fair bit. I don't do all of his because he has like a quite wide range of people that comes on.
Yeah.
But anyone that I thought, oh yeah, that looks interesting from the bio, I'll pop on and give it a listen. So
Yeah,
I'd say I can. Yeah, I'll normally do like a podcast. I'll do a podcast a day because I'll pop on when I go gym or in the morning for a walk.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan's brilliant. Tim Ferriss is really cool.
Yeah.
He has really just high performing people on, which are like interesting to listen to. Been doing it like I said earlier, Brown Risk. I'm starting to get into that now.
Yeah.
That was the Falcon one was my first one, and that seemed really that was quite interesting. To be fair.
Yeah. So you.
I was quite intrigued. I was intrigued. I was already intrigued before.
Yeah.
And I like what because obviously they've like came in and done really well. To be fair, and I was like, how have you done that? What's your background? Those are interesting things to find out.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think. Let me get up because I always have them on my Spotify ready to go. But yeah, I feel like Joe Rogan, Tim Ferriss, Gary Vee. I did this guy called Gary Vee quite a while ago. He's Marmite. Some people like him, some people hate him.
Yeah, he is good.
Yeah, he used to get me motivated back in the day. Like if I was like got home and I knew that I had to make a video, I was like, oh, I can't be arsed. I'll just stick him on and let him shout in my ear for 15 minutes, and then I'll be ready to go, kind of thing. So yeah, it's a lot of this is the basic. So I'm trying to branch out a little bit now, but that's what I've been listening to most of the time.
Yeah. What
about you guys?
I was gonna say I watch. I can't remember what he said. Do you know Jackmate? I think it's called.
Yeah, I do.
Happy Hour. I think it's his. That one I've watched. What's the name of it?
That's Happy Hour is supposed to be really good.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I need to check out.
The Fellas. What's Good podcast with like Simon. I've watched that one. Not gonna lie, I've watched a little bit of Impulsive. Is that what it's called?
I've done that as well.
I've watched a bit of that. Like
super entertaining.
Yeah,
super entertaining.
Say, like that's what I'm saying. No one you're saying before, like when you just say certain people and you just like, I'll click on that. That's what I do. And I've done like a few of his, and I've just been like, I'll just click on that and just watch.
Yeah, no, he's to be fair. That's a great podcast. They have some really. Especially if you're like interested in the people, there's some really cool people on there.
Yeah, and
especially like successful ones. So
True Geordie as well. That's the only ones I've.
Oh yeah.
I really don't like listen or watch a lot of them. I'm not gonna lie. Like I like Brent Risk from like Arab.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like we listened to that like a while ago. So
yeah.
I don't really listen to podcasts that much. So
yeah. No, everyone has different. I don't know. I've always been better with audio form of like education, I guess. So it's just quite, I don't know, it's just quite easy just to stick in your headphones or earphones and
Yeah.
Yeah.
pop on something and go for a walk or whatever.
I feel like
So
I'd rather watch, I think. I don't know. I'd rather
Yeah.
watch something than listen to it.
yeah, exactly. So then it might be like
More
impulsive and stuff like
focused.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can actually like see it, and I thought the impulsive one as well is quite almost entertaining just to watch it,
Yeah,
and
it is,
just
yeah.
it's like it's a cool background, and
Definitely. I
they're all a
like, yeah,
bit.
I was gonna say I like how it goes. Like you can see them all and everything. I know you can't
Yeah.
on the podcast, but like it's just like we're seeing there, like the scenery and everything. But it looks
Uh-huh.
really good.
And it's constantly changing to the people that are speaking.
Yeah.
Like it's not just like the same. Like Frame, they got really good production to be
Oh,
fair.
yeah.
So it's like
For sure.
fair play. Like easy to watch, easy to listen to, and easy to watch, which is perfect.
Yeah. What sort of music do you listen to? Like, who's your favorite artist?
Who's my favorite artist? I have a quite wide range of music tastes. So I will listen to almost like everything at like different points of
Yeah.
time. At the moment, it's probably like
Um,
Kanye, just because he's had like a new album out, and
Yeah.
I like to check it out and be about it kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'll do like people like Kanye and Drake. I'll do people that you probably haven't heard of called like Parcels and stuff, or like they're like funk, like
Yeah.
it's like a old soul kind of funk band kind of thing. So literally whatever takes my fancy. To be fair, what about you guys?
I was gonna say I'll let Jens because I know his favorite artist.
That's
Who's his favorite artist?
Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD, yeah, I know people love, yeah.
I was
I
gonna.
haven't actually listened too much of his stuff really. Or maybe I should.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's fair. Well, but
Yeah.
I don't really have a favorite artist. There, I just listen to all kinds of music. To be honest, I just vibe to anything. I'm not. I like
Yeah.
quite, like music from like the 2000s to like 2010 region and stuff
That good.
like
Yeah,
that.
mate.
They're like the bangers.
Yeah, 100%. Like, that's the best thing, isn't it? Like, just you wake up one day, it's like, yeah, I just want to listen to something from early 2000s.
Yeah.
You can switch up and do something different at another time. But yeah, no, I love my music, big
Yeah.
time.
It's great just to like. I feel like it just gets you out of like. I don't know, like when you could just be in the biggest mood in the world and you just put music in and then the mood just disappears.
Changes. It's huge. So I had a period where, because I love doing every genre, I just started listening to like sad songs. So I was like digging at the time, but I realized I'd listen to it on the way to work. But I'd always get in feeling a bit like mopey and a
Yeah.
bit like off. Just because I've been listening, I was like, yeah, you're literally just playing like James Blunt for 15 minutes. You're gonna be sad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it can have a huge effect on your mood for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%.
I feel like I need music, whatever I do. I can't
yeah.
like live without music.
I love music.
I live without, yeah. Well, listen to a lot of music each day.
Yeah.
Yeah, like every day I need to. I know.
Start your day with it. Just start your day with a bit of
Yeah.
Yeah.
pop on the earphones.
When I wake up, instantly I start music.
That's
Yeah, man.
I used to have to go to sleep with music, and I'm not gonna lie, I used to always have to put my headphones in and go to sleep. But kind
Oh, that's
of
what I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
You
like-
sleep with what? Those headphones on?
No, not these ones, bro. I used to have just ones that just go and eat you. But I
Oh,
didn't-
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you not find it uncomfortable when you lie on the side?
It can't be because I'm not gonna lie. Some mornings you can get up and your ass just aching because you've lay on it and like
Yeah.
your rest
Yeah.
is dodgy and it's not good. It really isn't
I used to
good.
do that all the time.
I've been tempted to do that sometimes, but I need to. Do you know what I mean? I sleep on my side, so like
Yeah.
I keep one in, to be fair, but you have to keep changing it over.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could just keep one in like, but it would just be the fact that if you're switching sides and stuff, you'd have to switch them over.
Yeah.
Wait, I think I've asked all the things that I was gonna ask you, but I'm gonna think of something now.
You're good. Yeah, I can.
Oh, actually, no. I've got a question. What's your sleep schedule like?
Pretty good at the moment, to be fair. So sleep before 12, up before 8, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I kind of aim. I get 7 hours. I'm fine on. The closer I get to 8, the generally the better I feel.
Yeah.
Sleep's really like I've only realised in the last couple of years, like how important it is.
Yeah.
Especially when you move into like full-time work from being at a college or at school.
Yeah.
Your brain's like super occupied all day with things and like important things. So if you wake up and you're feeling like brain fog and you're not feeling like optimized or whatever, like you're not going to perform as well at what you do. You're not going to feel great during the day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
7 hours minimum, I think, each day, and making sure you get up at the same time each day as well, which is important. That builds a routine that makes it
Yeah, my
easier
sleep
for
is
you.
bad. Like,
Pardon?
I have the worst sleep schedule. I don't know.
You have the worst one.
I go to sleep at 5 and wake up 1 p.m.
5?
Like,
5 in the morning?
Yeah.
yeah, I go to sleep
Oi.
at 5 in the morning.
I was gonna say my sleep schedule's like it's fucked at the minute, like it really is. I need to sort mine out.
Do you feel it? Do you guys feel it during the days? Do you
Oh,
have
yeah.
like...
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
Definitely. Bro.
So,
Like in the first lockdown, my sleep schedule was like really good. I had to sleep at 11, woke up at 10. But like no, I don't know. It's just bad.
Yeah.
sleep is the most important. That is the most important thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. I realized that when I was.
It's hard. It's hard. Like you go through periods where your sleep just gets chucked out the window. I guess like you guys like gaming quite late. Is it like one of the factors?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, it's what it is. It's the same with the boys at Excel. Like, you kind of have to somewhat sacrifice like a good sleep schedule.
Yeah.
Just because like, if you're skipping out on competitions, you kind of putting yourself a little bit further back. So
For sure, bro.
you kind of
You're missing out
given-
on reality.
give and take kind of thing, right? Like if there's an opportunity to win like a cash cup on NA East or West or whatever, then you got to kind of go for it, because it's not out of the ordinary for European trios to win cash cups on different servers. So
Yeah.
it's good practice. You don't want to miss out on that. But yeah, if there's one thing I'd say today, like everyone should just educate themselves on getting good sleep, especially if you're trying to do something in your industry. It's like being a player or coach, manager, whatever, content creator. Just make sure you got good. Even if you're going to bed late, make sure you sleep enough, or not too much and stuff.
I see like a question in chat. Like, what is your top 5 UK esports organizations?
5 UK esports ones. I really like. I'm gonna shout you guys out. I like Vervana. I like the roster that's on there. I think it's cool. I think the branding's cool as well. And you've already got a sponsor, which is nice. So I rate that. Ace of Spades, I think are doing really good things. I think is it Josh Finney?
Yeah.
I think he's smashing it. I think he's proper smashing it. I think he's doing like a sick job. All of the roster are performing really well. So he's doing an amazing job.
Yeah.
Who else is there? I think, just out of respect, like obviously like Guild and Fnatic are like big orgs. They're doing well, doing really well, like making their claim in the space. That's all I can like think of really as of now. But yeah, like I said before, I've just got respect for anyone who's trying to do something and do it well.
Yeah.
You can't really. Do you know what I mean? I could sit here and say that they all suck because they're UK orgs, but that wouldn't be genuine and honest. So yeah, it's just all just respect to those guys all smashing it.
Yeah. Are you looking to expand the Fortnite roster at Excel?
So when you say roster, do you mean players?
Yeah, it'll be like the
creators?
Fortnite team. Yeah, like the Fortnite creators and players. More,
I guess
probably more the players, I'd say, because it's a question in chat. That's just the only reason why I'm not sure.
Probably as of now, like no. There's other things that we need to focus on before we think about expanding a roster. You want to make sure that you have things set in place to make sure that if you are going to expand, you're going to be ready for it. If that makes sense, and that could be for like any company, any business. Is like, oh yeah, we're going to employ 10 more people.
Yeah.
Like, are you ready to take on those people? So I think we're happy with what we have at the moment, and it's just a matter of building the blocks maybe for in the future for us to expand a little bit more.
I was gonna say, because like, with like starting a business and like stuff like that, you always need a structure, don't you? Like you
Yeah.
always need like a good foundation to start it
Mhm. Yeah, exactly, and it just makes, because like we could go right. Let's go and sign the 5 best players or whatever, and do all that, and then you haven't prepared for it. You haven't made sure that right, have we got enough like internal support for them?
off. Yeah.
All these things. So it's like step by step. That's how you build like a legacy, I guess, and something notable. You need to make sure there's like a good amount of preparation in that.
Yeah, there's a lot of thought process to go through it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I have actually a question. Do you have like a job besides Excel or anything?
This is my job. This is
Okay.
so it's just full time.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yes, this full time. Yeah, before I was a teaching assistant at a senior school, and I did the freelance content on the side. So my job, or my days were then. That was a bit of a graft, to be fair. That was get home at 4, and then I'll be making videos and like grafting like you guys do as well. Like just from when I get in and doing all that stuff and finishing about 9. So yeah, it was a lot of work at the start, but if you want to do anything, do something well, you've got to put in the graft, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Excel's my full time job.
How did you find being a teaching assistant?
How did I find it?
Yeah.
It was so it's quite, to be fair, it's quite a rewarding job.
What
You
year
get
group
to-
as well? Or were you just doing like any specific year? Were you,
I was in a senior school, yeah. So I was senior school and I was doing wide. To be fair, before COVID, it was wide range. You do whoever, but after COVID, it was more stick with the year group because then you're not mixing germs and whatever. Rewarding, I guess, would be a good answer to that. It was nice to help younger people become better people. Yeah, really. That was like the best part of it. Sometimes a little bit boring, but I think that's just part of the job.
Yeah.
Especially like some kids didn't really need as much help.
Yeah. Definitely.
Some needed more. So yeah, it was good. I'm grateful for the time. It was very convenient with me, trying to make content all the time because I'd finish quite early at like 3.
Yeah.
And then I have like a good amount of time to do content and go out and socialize if I needed to as well. So it was very, very ideal.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's sick. How many hours per day do you find yourself on the internet or your phone?
How many hours a day to find something? Too much,
Too much.
probably. Probably like what? So I sleep 7, so that's 16 hours left. I don't know, like, because I always get worried because you guys got iPhones and you get like at the end of the week you get how long you've been on your phone and stuff.
Yeah, like that.
Sometimes you look at and they average it out each day. I was like, was I actually on that much? That was a bit worrying. So like with my phone ones, I had, what did I have last week? It was like 4 hours a day, which I was disgusted with. So that's down.
Yeah.
That's been down since then. I think a lot of that's probably on TikTok.
Yeah.
I just forget when I'm going on it.
Always too much.
Yeah, just forget.
Oh, I go away with a fairy sometimes when I watch TikTok. I'm just sitting there for hours and I don't even realize.
Yeah.
I'm like 10 minutes and then like 2 hours later.
That's what I mean.
still-
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, how many
Like,
videos have I
literally.
sat and watched? I'm like, Jesus.
You're like time travel, aren't you?
Yeah.
Time traveling, but yeah, probably I don't know because my job's at a computer, so can't avoid that.
Yeah.
I think I just need to make sure that I'm taking screen breaks, which I do now, especially at night.
Yeah.
Because if I'm just sat there like going through TikTok, just hammering it, it's not gonna be great for me.
No, I was gonna say you
I
always.
see a question here.
Mhm.
What do you think of overspending orgs?
Overspending orgs, what?
Yeah, like,
Or what would you define as overspending? So like buying everyone?
yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. It depends, right? So on the surface, these overspending orgs look like they're just going in with maybe just like they've been given an amount of money and they're just spending everything that they've got. but some of these guys generally have. It could be the same with like people like PSG. Like if we're talking about football, dominate like the transfer market. Same with like City, so you could say as well, because they have so much money to spend, and it's not. I feel like it's not like they're spending that money and then being left with nothing. To them, it's probably like a good investment for the long term. It's okay for them because they have so much there. That is okay. So overspending orgs, it's hard to call them that because we don't know if they're overspending, right? If I saw their bank balance and I thought, right, you're paying this salary, working all that kind of stuff out, and you see, right, you actually are overspending, this isn't going to be good for you like long term, then it's different. So what I think about people come like I guess like a lot of people think, and especially from when I listen to the Brandmis podcast, that Falcon is one of those orgs. If they've got the structure in place, which it sounds like they have, and they've prepared, and they've got a good, I don't know, like financial structure as well, then it's fair play. Go and get the best players. Like if you can afford it and it's going to be beneficial for you, which clearly already has been, then you know, whatever. If they go bankrupt in 2 years, then maybe not. But it's one of those ones, you know.
What are something what are something you want from Excel in the future? Like, where do you see Excel in a year's time?
Well, I see Axel in a year's time. So obviously, this is going to be from a Fortnite perspective.
Yeah, and would you like? I was just going to put in a little bit there as well. Would you like any like future sponsorships or anything like that? You see, like,
So I guess Excel as a company, like, so we have like a partner team. People will look for sponsorships. That's like their job.
All right. Yeah.
So it's not a case of like, or like worried if we'll like have like a sponsor. I feel like that there'll always be someone there. There already are sponsors there. So I don't know if I have like a dream one as such. I think as long as we keep doing like the stuff that we're doing, then it's all good. And I feel like we're further expanding into a lot of spaces. I feel there's quite a lot of momentum with Excel at the moment, not just with Fortnite. Like we had our new offices built. There's been like a recent investment as well into the company from quite a few investors. So there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and there's a lot of people, you know, doing a lot of good things for the team. So does that answer the question? I feel like I went off on a tangent there a little bit.
Yeah, it does. That answers it perfectly, bro.
Alright.
Also, when do you think it's a good time to put merch out?
Good time to put merch out?
When do you think it's a good time to put it out,
Subjective, I guess.
It's all personal preference, I'd probably say.
Yeah, like, I don't think there's... maybe if you got, like, into the data and stuff, maybe there's, like, seasons where it's, like, really good to put certain pieces of clothing out. So, like, obvious ones, you're not going to do a merch drop of a coat in summer and silly things like that. But I guess maybe when you've got a bit of wind behind you and you're doing well. So, like, BL, they released their sleeves at a perfect time.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say my friend bought some of them actually.
Yeah, people were all over that. Perfect time, you know. They have momentum. They had good structure. The players are gonna promote it. The channels are doing well. Yeah. Good time, you know. You kind of got in there at the right time as the momentum was starting to build up, and you know they could have done it later and done better, but who knows?
Yeah.
I see a question, as an Academy Fortnite team, something you would ever look into having an Excel?
I was about to ask that.
What's that?
An Academy Fortnite team, ever think about having that?
Is there any Fortnite teams?
Like an Academy team.
Like, are you ever looking at like making an Academy Fortnite team?
Yeah.
Like, Academy Fortnite team. I think that concept's really interesting. It's not on the books, it's not off the books, it's really just something that I haven't like fully looked into. Because there's more than it's not a case of me going like, I want to do this and then we do it. It's more of a case of, right, you propose the idea of doing an academy team. You know, how much is that going to cost? Is that going to be beneficial for us long term? Is there a future in Fortnite for academy rosters? Because, for example, with our league team, it's worked perfectly in League of Legends. We've got an academy team and people being promoted from that team and done really well on the main roster. So I think the whole concept of the academy team is cool because I like people being like underdogs and having something to grind for and having something to work for.
Yeah.
You can create some real monsters out of that. So yeah, it's definitely like an interesting concept, and maybe if like there's like a World Cup announced or something like that, and there's more people playing and something to grind for, it could be something that we introduce in the future. But nothing's on the table at the moment.
Do you know when
where do you?
so go
Yeah,
on.
now you go. Now you go.
I was gonna say, do you know when you're scouting for people?
Do I know when?
Like no, like I'm saying no, like when you're scouting for people, what's the main feature that you're looking for someone?
Okay, so obviously like the obvious ones that they're like doing well
Yeah.
at the time, or they've got some sort of momentum
Yeah.
coming up, because I feel like Excel going after a player compared to like an org that's like literally just started and we've got like 100 like followers or something, it's different. You're looking for different things. So
Yeah.
maybe someone who's established in the Fortnite community as a professional player.
Yeah.
Personally for me, someone that I feel like is going to be good to work with and
And
put effort into other
Yeah.
coachable, someone that's just going to be like a good person to have around. And I guess like a work ethic as well is always good if you can try and see that. Someone who's grinding all the time, someone who's trying to become better and a good teammate. You can find out a lot of stuff like that even just through listening to someone on a Twitch stream.
Oh yeah.
You can see what type of person they are and how they would maybe operate in an esports team. And I guess the easy thing to do as well is if they've been at other teams before,
Yeah.
ask the management and see what's this person like, all those kind of things. So
Get a bit of knowledge on the person and background and stuff like that.
yeah, exactly. Because it's all well and good if they're like a good player, but if they're not a good teammate, or if they're difficult to work with in certain scenarios, then you got to think, right, yeah, might do well in some tournaments, but how difficult is everything else going to be? So
Yeah.
you just got to be careful with stuff like that. You kind of got to narrow it down and see, yeah, this person would be a good fit for Excel.
Go see Jens, do you want to say your question?
Yeah, where do you see esports in 5 years?
Esports,
Yeah.
bigger, easy one. So it'll be way bigger, I hope.
Yeah.
I'm praying it's going to be
Obvious-
as big as like football and me. Like
It will.
needs
It
to
will, yeah. LAN events will be back in full flow by then, which would be nice. So I feel like when we get that back and you can get crowds in, and because like it's nice watching like FNCS on Twitch, it's cool.
Yeah.
But if you can be part of a crowd and with a group of people who support the same trio or team or whatever,
Like World Cup or something.
and and then you see them winning it, whatever, that creates super fan, that creates like legacies for people, and then people really get behind that. So
Yeah.
I think some banging LAN events in 5 years time, especially for Fortnite, which would be really cool, just growing that concept out. Yeah, I don't know, I just hope the industry just continues to grow, but it will, like, I have no doubt in my mind that it will continue to grow, because it's not like tech has reached like, oh, that's it, like can't go any higher. Like it's just gonna keep going and going.
Keep going up and up and up.
And then it'll probably move into VR at some point. I don't know when that will be, but when VR becomes like so cool that you can't, like, it's pretty sick now. But from an esports perspective, if you can pop on a headset and compete in a team, doing whatever game, that'll be amazing. So there's a lot of progressions that esports can make and to grow into. I think there's a big opportunity there, huge opportunity.
Yeah. Hey, have I been to the LAN event?
I haven't, mate. Been to no events. I still
I would love to.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I think especially in 2022.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and get along to something, which would be really nice. But yeah, being involved in the scene for 2 years, and I still haven't been to anything, which is weird. But I need to get my get myself in gear for that.
Yeah.